I just wouldn't have social media in the first place. I just wouldn't go down that path, but
I think it was up there. I think 6 or 7 hours probably. I was on it all the time. You know, I woke up, first thing I'd do, reach for my phone, which was in bed with me. Then I'd hop in the shower and I'd have my phone perched up through the glass and I'd have a YouTube video playing and I'd be watching that leaning against the glass. It got to a point where there was just a feeling deep down inside of me that was just so heavy, and it was like a drug in my chest. It was just such a heavy feeling. And then I put the phone down and I went out to dinner and it lifted. And it took a lot of time, but I put two and two together. And you stay off the social media and you feel a lot lighter in yourself. I felt a lot more bubbly and energetic. And as soon as I went back on it, again, I felt like I was trapped, weighted down, stuck.
Logging in, like, that's how you get into your real life, that's how you start your day. Because, I don't know, that's just like the world is on social media.
Like, the phone was who I am. It was a part of me, and I felt it was basically everything to me at that point, both socially and kind of also for the entertainment purposes. It was just, that is who I was, both online and in person. It was me, the phone was me, I am the phone. I mean, it was like my best friend at the time, a friend that was always there for you, that gave you everything you wanted and you had to do little in return to kind of have that connection.
I wake up in the morning, I check my phone. Before I go to sleep, I check my phone. I even want to check my phone right now. I don't know, it feels like you're doing something. It feels like you're completing something. I'll watch that video, next one. I'll watch that video, I'll comment something, next one. I'll watch that video, I'll comment, next one. And by the time you know it, you've wasted 4 hours.
It felt gross. Like, you knew you were doing the wrong thing, but you still did it. And you couldn't really choose to not do it. You know, you had to stay on your phone, you had to be connected to it, and you knew it was wrong, but like, yeah, it was a dirty way to spend time. It was just, it felt really gross.
Well, it's kind of is like an oxygen tube, because the more you take it, the more you want it, and if you don't have it, it feels dead. You feel kind of not alive.
When I was 14, that's when it got really bad and I stopped posting and doing all of that because the anxiety and the pressure of posting and worrying what people would think of me was too bad that I just stopped it altogether. Having access to social media was just a whole combination, just was a recipe for disasters and stress and pressure and anxiety, and social media ended up being a huge part of why I was having like these issues. Before I'd go to bed, I'd be checking my social media and my stories to make sure I haven't accidentally posted something of myself even.
When you constantly get fed, I don't know, the image of perfectness and like everything perfectness, it's makes you just feel like that is the normal standard and that's just the average. Well, yeah, once you see, I don't know, everyone being perfect on social media, you feel like you need to be perfect. And then especially with the girl-boy like romantic scenario, I think they would feel very pressured to be perfect in that scenario and make them feel like it's that they're performing instead of just really genuinely being in the moment and making mistakes, and that's sad.
You got the whole world at your fingertips online. You're scrolling, 1 minute you're in a cat reel, 1 minute you're on, like, yeah, you're watching traffickers fly drug planes into Brazil, and you're seeing a lot of gory content, and then scroll again and you're straight back to dogs or sport or something funny. You can stumble upon some really dark stuff really easily.
There was a video going around of a cat in a blender, and everyone was getting access to the video and everyone was showing everyone. But that was like in year 8 or something, I think, 2022. But yeah, so you can find some really not nice things on the internet. But I could see myself wishing I'd spent less time worrying about social media and really enjoying the connections and things in real life, like reading books and family dinners and things, instead of worrying about my friends and social media.
I just wouldn't have social media in the first place. I just wouldn't go down that path, but I don't know, I feel like that's not going to be the case for a lot of people, you know. It's only getting bigger now. It's not like it's going anywhere. Yeah, I would have been happier in terms of I probably wouldn't have compared myself as much or had the anxiety of performing.
I don't think parents know the difficulties that we face with social media and the real grasp. I don't think there's anything that's comparable from when they were younger or even now. I think it's a completely different feeling to anything else that I've experienced. Parents need to step in and help their children realise what life is other than social media.
They won't want you to take their phone and they won't want parents to manage it, but from a bit of an older perspective, I wished my parents had taken my phone a bit more.
I didn't realise how much I was going to suffer or how much I was suffering when it was happening because I was a child. I wished that now that it had been taken away from me. Would I have thrown a fit back then? 100%. I would have thrown an absolute fit and I wouldn't have been happy about it, but it would have caused me a lot less stress in the long run.